I'm Coach Chrissy, and thank you so much for watching this video. If what I tell you today resonates with you, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any amazing content that I put out here. So, today we're going to talk about what happens when a life happens, right? So, I am in my all natural self right now, meaning my hair is dirty and not washed or curled. I have not showered all day, and it is currently 6:30 at night. And on top of that, basically, I've not worked out either. So, why am I going to talk to you today about, and what does that have to do with you, and why does all natural Chrissy matter? The fact is we go into diet and exercise and all these wonderful plans with changing our life and changing our weight and looking in the mirror and loving who we see, and then life happens and we don't know how to adjust or correct. That's why diets fail. Diets fail because they give you a start and an end date. They make you jump all in and do this one thing for a specific amount of time, but then don't give you the tools you need to keep going. So when we're looking to really change our lives, it's not, or looking to lose fat, it's not always about the nutrition and exercise like everybody thinks. It's nutrition, exercise, and also changing your mind to create the habits every day that you need to be successful for life. I can tell you exactly what to eat to get you to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. I can tell you exactly what exercises to do to get you to be a figure competitor up on stage. However, it really comes down to you doing these steps every day to really get you to your goals. So, what I've learned over the last decade of coaching women is basically the three things that they don't do, and I'm going to share those with you. One is you need to find what actually works and what has worked in the past. So, every program you have done, or every diet you have tried, or anything new you have done, I'm sure there's one thing that you can take away from that where you've said, this was a great thing about this program, or this was one thing that really worked for me in that program. While 99% of the other stuff didn't work, that one thing did work. So you need to know what that is, see if you can recreate that or repeat it, and incorporate that into your everyday life. Number two is you need to find what you really didn't like. So when I tell a client, I had a client a long time ago, and I used to do meal plans, so literally day by day meal plans. And I had wrote green beans on their meal plan. They did not tell me they didn't like green beans. Week and a half, 2 weeks after they had been doing this meal plan, they asked me if they could swap out the green beans for anything else. So I gave them a swap and said, no problem. And they said, oh, thank God, I've been eating green beans and I hate them. Don't do things you don't like, right? That was an epic fail on my part because I didn't know that they didn't like green beans, and yet they were still doing this to try to reach a goal. If you don't like it, you're not going to do it long term. Okay, so find recipes. If you're trying to change your nutrition, find recipes you like and you're going to eat. Okay, if you're trying to incorporate exercise into your everyday routine, don't go to the gym if you're not a gym person. Don't go all out into the hardcore workouts if that's really not what you want, okay, or that's not what you like. Make sure you just start small. If you enjoy stretching or yoga or a nice walk with your friends, then incorporate more of that, right? Finding what we really don't like and saying, I'm not going to do this, isn't necessarily being stubborn or saying that you're not going to get the change. It's just being very upfront and knowing what you are and aren't going to do. Now, I always say to challenge yourself. So if there's one thing that you don't like in an exercise routine, I do say to add maybe in one that you're like, not my favorite, but it definitely gets you out of that comfort zone. You need that growth to keep moving. So you need to do things outside that comfort zone, but it's totally okay to incorporate a lifestyle that you're going to be able to maintain, right? That's the difference between a diet and a lifestyle change. So the difference between you keeping your results is a lifestyle change. If you're just doing a diet, then you're just going to get the results and just end up back where you were before because you're either following or not following. When we do that lifestyle change and when you start saying, I know I don't like this stuff and I'm not going to do it, but I will do this over here and I am willing to go this far out of my comfort zone, we get that everyday stick. It naturally gives us that motivation. So if you can incorporate these two steps into your everyday life, it gets you going on to a lifestyle change. It makes you very successful. Number three is basically what brings you joy. So, lots of times we start these nutrition programs, we start a weight loss program because we want to look better. We want to feel how we felt when we were 150 pounds. We want to feel and look at ourselves in the mirror and say, wow, I love the way I look when we looked a certain weight. So, when we say, I want to be this weight or I want to fit into this dress, it's really because it's not that we necessarily want that, but we want that feeling back. And I am telling you, you can do all of that and you can get into that dress that you wanted to get into and you can get to your goal weight that you wanted, but you have to know what your motivation is right now. And motivation is not, I'm going to be motivated to eat right and go to the gym because I want to be healthy. Motivation is what truly brings you joy. In 3 to 6 months, what is one accomplishment, not around weight or exercise, that you want to achieve? Because here's the thing, if you start focusing on, I want to be able to go up and down the steps without being winded, then you're naturally going to start doing exercises and start getting motivated to do more cardio and or lifting to go ahead and increase the odds that you'll be able to go up the stairs without being winded. There we go. If you say that you want to be able to go on this amazing summer vacation and hike some mountain this summer, okay, then you have to be able to do the steps now to get you there. But you have to know what is your joy and what truly brings you joy and what do you truly, truly want, not what everybody else is telling you or saying that you want, but what is it that you truly want in 3 to 6 months. My goals back in the day used to be to always have a show prepped body. I wanted to always be looking like I could jump on stage at any minute. Nowadays, I go, that's not really realistic, right? I'm okay with the fact that I may not be at my leanest. I'm okay that I may not be at the highest fitness level of my life. And I'm okay with all of that now because what brings me joy right now is not the same things that brought me joy 5 years ago or 3 years ago or 10 years ago. So that's what I have for you today. Write down your 3 things, send them to me, email me, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, subscribe below, do whatever. But basically, just make sure you take those 3 things to heart. Make sure that you really know what it is that the real reason why you're doing this journey. Okay, is this to feel better? Is this to look better? Is this because you really don't know what you want right now? You just know you don't want to feel like this right now. That's what I have for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next video.